All right. Just thoughts going into Miami this weekend.
Yeah, looking forward to the playoffs, the new season. Everybody starts with a blank slate, and everybody working they're trying to put their body of work together to keep playing the game of college hockey here, and it's an exciting time of year. I know our guys are excited to get moving forward here, and again, it's a situation where our group's engaged and ready to go.
What changes, with Miami? Last time when you played them in February, they didn't have Barbolini, they didn't have Vitulins, they didn't have Neaton. Those guys are all back. What does that change for you guys?
Well, obviously, let's start with number one. They're very good players. They add to their group offensively and experience-wise as well. So obviously that's going to help them as well. But I think for us, it's not changing kind of how we've had success during the season of how we have to play, our identity on how we have to play, and making sure that we take care of that side of it. Obviously, we got to respect those players and know when they're on the ice. But for us, it's collectively as a group of what gives us a chance for success and play into our identity.
Do you guys change anything when you play a team for a third weekend?
You know what? I think there's little things that you can do. You have your basic structure. I think there's little things that you can do with specialty teams, probably especially on that side of it, which are going to be a huge part of it, power play and penalty kill. But for the most part, I think it's kind of sticking with what you do and what gives you success, and knowing that you have to play to that your identity.
What was your biggest takeaway from last weekend down in Omaha?
Yeah, you know what? Probably wasn't our best on Friday. That was a very desperate, team that played with, they were relentless in everything they did on Friday night, and we were just a step slow. Every puck race, every puck battle, we were a step slow on, which gave them the advantage. And I thought, conversely on Saturday, I thought we were a lot better. I think we deserved a better fate on Saturday. We took too many men on the ice penalty, when eventuality they score a goal on that, and then they get a bounce off the back wall. Again, you have to work to get your bounces, but at the end of the day, I didn't think we got a lot of bounces or rewarded for our effort, and they did. And we got to make sure that, we have that effort that we had on Saturday night and being relentless in our game starting here in the playoffs.
When you guys play at home and you get that last line change, does that factor in how you craft your lines versus, say, last weekend when you're on the road at Omaha?
Yes, it definitely helps. I think at the end of the day, that's why you want to try to be a top seed or as high as you can in the standings for these times of years, this time of year in the playoffs, to have that availability of doing that. And it's given us success in this building over the course of the year, and it is a factor going forward here, and we'll adjust to it for sure.
And Jake Lavigne getting named to the NCHC All-Rookie team yesterday. Kind of what can you say about his rookie season?
Yeah. He doesn't look like a rookie. When he's out on the ice, man, he plays. He's a fearless player. He's not afraid to make a play or be engaged in a battle, and he has high-end playmaking ability. And again, I think I go back to what has given players like Jake Lavigne success at the college level. Playing an extra year junior. He's played 3 years for the Chicago Steel. His game matured. He physically matured through that part. And when you're coming into the NCHC, which is a tough, hard, heavy, fast league, you have to hit the ground running and have a chance to do that. And he's given himself an opportunity by, honing his game at the junior level for 3 years, coming in and being a big integral part of our team here. So there's a lot of things I love about him, but I think just knowing that he went through a process, knowing how good our team is and how fast this league is, to give him a chance to be an impact player.
And lastly, Keaton Pearson, he's had a lot of success postseason with Michigan, and he brings a lot of experience to a group that, as a D-corps, hasn't played a postseason game together. Kind of what does he bring to the group here this weekend?
Yeah, well, he's such a even keel guy. He's very consistent in his play. He's him, as well as the other experienced D-men helping our younger guys out throughout the year, has been a key through his leadership, and just kind of his demeanor. He never gets too high, never gets too low. He's just kind of even keel in his approach, which gives you a calming effect on your defenseman. When things are, kind of maybe getting a little hairy a little bit, of play where it's scrambling around a bit, he settles it down. He makes the right play. He settles the game down. And I think you can't put a price tag on that experience that he brings, and his demeanor and the way he conducts himself in front of our group.
You guys have been able to score first in a majority of your games this season, but last weekend you didn't, both Friday and Saturday. How important is scoring first?
I think it's, you can say that at any level, at the NHL level, college level, junior level, whatever it is. When you come out and you get a lead in a game, usually that team goes on to a number of times win that game. And I think it's a very important part. It shows that you're jumping into the game and you're ready to go. And again, like I just talked about, the puck races and the puck battles, that all factors into it. You have a great opportunity to get that first goal when you're winning those puck races and puck battles, and everybody's engaged in the game, and you don't sit back. So that's a huge part, and I know in playoffs it is, because every inch of the ice is so tough. You're seeing that down the stretch on scoring. Things are tightening up offensively just because teams are playing playoff hockey towards the end of the regular season. You're going to see that right now. So I think it's a situation where you have to be ready, and you have to be engaged, and you have to win those puck races and puck battles.